For someone who went to uni and I don't even use my degree, I am so glad I went to uni. I'm so glad I went to university because it's one of those experiences that I knew I wanted to experience. Like for the longest time, I knew I wanted to go to uni. I knew I wanted to experience university. I knew I wanted to get a degree. The degree was so important to me. And even today, I'm so glad I went to uni. And even though uni was not the easiest thing ever, I'm also so glad I got to get it done. Yo, I'm so proud. I am so proud. I was just reminiscing on my time in uni today, and I was like, you know what? Let me turn on the camera and let's talk about this because I feel like there's so many skills that I got from uni. And honestly, I'm telling you, the degree is not the only thing that you're gonna get from uni. There's so many other things that you can get from uni apart from the degree, but the degree is also as important. And I knew that I wanted to go to uni since high school. Since high school, I was just like, I want to go to uni. It was actually kind of like my dream after high school to just go to uni and get my degree, and I am so glad I got it done. I knew from the beginning what I wanted to study. I was really interested in talking, so I knew I wanted to do something in hospitality. I was interested in people, I was interested in talking, I was interested in traveling, and I was like, okay, hospitality, and then traveling. I was like, okay, international tourism sounds good. So when everything came together, I went to study international tourism and hotel management, and this is like everything I was interested in, and I'm still interested in till today, because if you give me any other jobs, honestly, I don't know, but hospitality is really like something that I have very much skills in. I'm really good at, and I love it so much. And even all the jobs that I've had, they've always been in hospitality, and I'm just like, okay, this is for me. So let's talk about the skills that I actually got from uni that I did not think or maybe I just was not aware that uni actually would have given it to me. And now looking back, I'm like, okay, I got that from uni. And I feel like the first one is gonna have to be self-confidence, right? I feel like I'm really confident in myself, and I feel like one of the things that pushed it was university. And of course, I think my parents has always installed that with us, like just self-confidence, believe you can do it and things like that, believe in yourself and things like that. So I've always got that. But being in uni, it's another level of self-confidence, because I was doing the program that I was doing, and most of the time I would literally be the only black person in the room. And in those moments, at first I was really like, okay, what do I even do? Like, what do I even go, and the time that I would be able to just come up and be like, okay, if others can do it, I can do it. Like, if others are here because they're supposed to be here, so am I. Like, I deserve to be here. I deserve to raise my voice. I deserve to bring up my points. I deserve to just be open and talk, and also just be kind of like, believe in myself enough to believe that everything is possible and I can do this. And I feel like that is something uni really gave to me. And even though in the beginning it was not as easy, but after a few times of attending uni and being in the classes that I was able to attend, I was just like, oh, this is actually easy and I can do it. And even now, outside of uni, I feel like my whole life, just the confidence to just be able to accomplish things really was pushed with uni. And I am so glad for that, because I don't think that is something I think a lot of. Yes, as much as like I might be here talking and everything, I was not always like this. And they come to the point where I was just able to develop it. And uni is definitely one of the contribution that got me here. And I'm so glad for that. Another thing, which is like similar to the self-confidence, but I feel like it might be different, is the confidence to just speak out, right? I don't think I used to be as speaking out as I am now. I used to be very shy, but it depends. Especially if I'm in a new environment, I would be so shy. I wouldn't even say hi to people. And I feel like uni was one of those things that actually helped me, because you meet a lot of people in uni. You meet a lot of different people in uni, and it's just so easy to communicate to people and be open to meeting new people, because every single day you're meeting new people, and it's just like, okay, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna sit on your own, or are you just gonna sit in your comfort zone, or are you gonna be open to meeting people and be open up? And I feel like uni really gave me that, and being able to stand up for myself was also just another thing that I was like, okay, uni, thank you so much. Because even on the things that I felt like, okay, I can't speak about this, I can't talk about this, uni really just gave me those spaces where I was like, okay, my opinion matters. I can say this. Like, even when someone asks you your opinion in class, I'm just like, okay, I can bring up my opinion, and if they don't agree, that's okay. I don't always agree with everyone else's opinion anyways, so if they don't agree, it's just not the right audience, or it's just not the right crowd, and maybe this is just not the right opinion at this moment. And I feel like uni really gave me that, and I'm so glad for that. Another thing that actually I would say uni actually pushed me into it, was doing things solo. I understand where this solo traveling urge came from, because in uni I used to do everything by myself. And it's very interesting because every time I go to do things by myself, I always end up making a friend. It's so funny, because I was just thinking about it. All these excursions I got to do in uni, I did a lot of like, I remember that one boat experience we did. I met my friend May, and in another experience that I did, we went to like a Byron Bay day trip. I literally met what's her name? This girl from Kenya, Candy, and I was just like, oh my god. And I feel like most of the experiences that I got to do in uni, literally I got to meet different people. I got to make a friend out of that experience. And with that, uni just taught me like, okay, you can go by yourself, but you will not always end up by yourself. And that's why for me, doing things solo at the moment, that's like, things solo does not scare me anymore, because I'm just like, okay, I can do it solo and I can do it with other people. And if I go and I don't meet people, it's still gonna be okay. Like, I can get it done. I am just me. I can have fun on my own. I can be funny. I can be, exciting to be around. I can be everything if I want to. And uni really gave me that, because even though I have friends, and most of them, they're not available that time, so what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna stop and not do anything? Oh, the light is on my face. I hope it looks good on camera. So I think just being in uni and being able to experience things solo, doing things on my own, and it just gave me that confidence even to travel solo. I think that's also another thing that I got from uni. I'm just like, I can do everything solo. I can do here, I can go here alone, I can do this alone, I can go there alone, and everything. And that's just amazing. Another thing definitely that uni adds into my life was the self-discipline. I feel like if you don't have self-discipline, it's a bad news for you, because I don't know if you can succeed in uni. There's a lot of things you need to do, and with discipline you can be able to look at, okay, I need to do this and this and this and this and this today, this and this and this and this and this tomorrow, and this and this and this and this the next day and the week, and like that. And if you don't plan it like that, you might end up having to not do the things today, and then it's gonna require you to do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow now it's gonna be a double work, because even tomorrow itself has its own work, right? You have classes, you have workshops, you have tutorials, and you have different things in uni, and if you don't plan them, you are not disciplined enough to sit down and say, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. Honestly, I don't know if you can survive in uni. I don't know if you can survive in uni. Even today, in my day-to-day life, I am still using it, because I also know if I don't plan my day accordingly, I don't discipline myself to do things that I say I'm gonna do, I can't be able to do it. Like, I literally I know I can't. And I definitely am so glad for you to uni for that, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Another thing is actually like the similar but the same, I don't know, motivation, self-motivation. In uni, without motivation, it's just like, I am sorry for you. And imagine now having to be your own source of motivation. It's just so powerful, because you might have to rely on someone to motivate you. Yes, your parents can motivate you, your friends can motivate you, and everything, but the only motivation that can actually last is you. Because now imagine your parents are not there today, or maybe they're just not they're just away on that time, on the hour that you actually need the motivation, and now you're struggling. So I feel like the self motivation that I got from uni, just being able to motivate myself, even the days that I'm just like, I'd rather stay in bed. This winter, and now it's literally winter. Every time it comes winter in Australia, I am just like, yo, I was struggling in uni during winter because I'm just like, I don't want to go anywhere, and then I'm gonna stay at uni like until night, and at night it gets so cold. If you're in Australia during winter, like at night it's even more cold, and then in the morning it's even worse. Ugh. And now having to motivate myself to get out of the bed so that I can go to uni and go study, because my classes were face to face, and even if I could attend online, there were still just other things that I were missing, that I was just like, I want to go to uni. I mean, I want to go to physical classes, so I would just have to push myself into that. And honestly, I feel like if you don't really have that as someone who have to push yourself, I don't know what to tell you. And I am so glad that these are the skills that like uni actually gave to me. And of course, within the time, the motivation, we also have time management, being able to manage your own time. And honestly, I really wanted to make this video and kind of talk about these skills, because these are the skills I still use till today. The people skills, the confidence to be able to speak up, the time management, the self-disciplines, these are the skills I still use till today. And I got a degree, but I also got all these skills out of uni. And of course, I'm not saying if you don't go to uni you might not be able to get all of these skills, because people experience things different and people learn from different things. But for me personally, with my experience, I am so glad I went to uni, because I did not expect to get as many of these skills that I am using now, I am using today from uni. And even being able to speak like this, as much as it can be hard to speak on camera, I also really don't find it as daunting to speak on camera, because you know those presentations you have to do in front of a full class, those are just some of those skills that are like, okay, I have to do this, I guess I have to do this, and it really helps a lot. So for me, uni, I am so glad I went. Even though I'm not currently using my degree, I am so glad I went to university, because I got a lot of skills out of being in university. And these are some of the skills that I know I need every single day, and it's just like, wow, I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. So yeah, this is basically just me talking about uni, because obviously this is the whole point. But honestly, I think for someone who is interested in going to uni, you definitely should do it. It's something you should definitely consider, because you might get more out of it than you think. And I am just so glad for that. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.